Hey guys, Justin here from Electric Brewing Company. We have our brew panel from ebrewsupply.com. As you can see, so here's a can of beer. So as you can see, this thing's pretty massive. Let me bring you in a little bit. Still plenty. So as you can see, this thing's pretty massive. So first of all, let's open it up. Cheers. Second, so this thing weighs 115 pounds. It was a lot getting her up here on the table. Pretty much took everything I had to get this thing up on the table. I'm not real strong. So give me a minute here and we'll lay her down and we'll start getting it opened up. Alright guys, we're back. We got a drill here. So as you can see, this packaging is pretty heavy duty. Ryan from Brew Supply was fantastic to deal with. I was probably a pain in the butt to deal with. And I believe he got me everything I needed. It took a couple months to get everything, but it wasn't his fault. He was waiting on some, I wanted the new screen, and he was waiting on the new screen. So, let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's another screw in there. Ah. Means there's probably one over here. Bam. Maybe one here. Nope. Here. Nope. Alright. I thought that UPS tape was pretty tough. So, to be honest with you, I don't even know everything that's in here. I mean, I do, but it's going to take going through. So we've got a bunch of extension cables. This panel will control both my it's going to control both my brew house and my fermentation side. So it'll do the brew house, hot side, and the cold side, the fermentation side. So we've got a bunch of tri-clamp, temp probes. Bam, they'll go in the fermenters instead of using thermal wells. So to take some of that packaging out, and I'm hoping that I can even lift this thing out of here. So we got the two 50 amp, whatever stress relievers you want to call them, go through the bottom of the panel. We got another temp sensor wire here. A couple more here. So I took up all 8. This has the ability to control 8 temperature sensors. So I took up all 8 of those. 4 on the fermentation side. Here's a couple more. 4 on the fermentation side. 3 for the brew house, and then 1 to monitor my glycol temp. This has network support, so I believe, and we'll know at some point, maybe not today, but I believe I can access it anytime. And see what my glycol is doing. So we're just going to kind of pop this box apart. Packaging is obviously very heavy duty. Just like the packaging for my brew system was. Very heavy duty. You can tell Ryan really does a good job, has pride in his work. So we'll see if we can slide this monster out of here. Come on. Panel. Okay. So he does all his stuff in-house. He cuts these on his own plasma table. I believe he can customize pretty much any way you want them. I mean, he did for me. So I assume we can do the same for you. So let's spin this guy to the back here. So on the bottom you can see we've got all our connections. We've got the two 50 amp plug holes here, and these are for my. So this is a split 100 amp system. I don't have the availability to run 100 amps to this panel alone. So what I had him do was do a dual feed. We're going to run 50 amps to one half, 50 amps to the other half. That gives me 100 amps to control the hot liquor tank and the boil kettle at the same time. So that's what we have here. I thought he was going to include the cables, but not a big deal. I can run and grab the cables. So we do have the 110 cable here though, which is nice. At least I can plug it in. Let's see here. So we have apparently a jailhouse key to get into it. So that just is going to go in. Let me see if I can bring you guys a little closer for this. So push down, spin, push down, spin. Little popper open. See how far this goes. Stops right there. Alright, let's something came loose, just a little wire holder clip. So let's pick you guys up. We'll have a look inside. As you can see, everything's beautiful. Very well done. The screens, it's got a seal, you know, a nice seal on the door. That is a hell of a panel. So let me get you closer here. As you can see, everything's named: hot liquor tank, mash tun, boil kettle, auxiliary FE1, 2, 3, 4, fermenter and brew house. Oh, maybe that's for Ethernet cables. Then we have our heat and cool for all 4 fermenters, 2 boils, 2 hot liquor tanks, water pump, mash pump, water pump, so hot liquor tank pump. So everything's nice and labeled. This is extremely heavy duty. We got up top So here's the screens. Let's see if that'll focus. There we go. We got an E-stop there. And then on the side, we have on and off for the 50 amp elements. So move this out of the way. So anyways, that's pretty hardcore. So we need to probably pop this off so we can get it in there. I guess I've never seen one that's quite like this. Maybe we don't have to pop it off. Maybe this came out and should be. Usually they go the other way. Let's pop this guy open real quick. So that's it. I just really wanted to unbox this for now. We'll get it. Whoop, I was locking it. We'll get it set up. I'm not going to attempt to hang this by myself. So there we go, that's set in there now. Maybe we'll loosen this up, give it a little more slack inside. There we go. So I can probably turn it on real quick. I don't think there will be a problem. Just turning the 120 on. I assume that just came loose in shipping. We'll turn the 120 on. So our screens are lighting up. So you're getting the 360. Let me turn some of these lights off. 360 Electric Brew Supply. And then this is for FV1 to 4. So let's just hit that, see what happens. So you see all your fermenters pop up on there. You can probably set up so your settings, so you can set all your stuff here. Heating enabled. So looks like you can just set up email alerts. That's freaking awesome. So we'll go over to here, and I assume we're gonna have to run, there's an initial configuration, so we'll probably have to configure some stuff. But there you go, you got your hot liquor tank, your mash tun, your boil kettle, all your pumps. So your pumps are all whatever they are, L5. This is all what do they call it, NEMA rated or whatever. Whatever you have to have for actual brewery. So you got all your stuff here. You can set your mash schedule. So you got all your stop starts. Back to your brewery control. And then you can go back to your main menu. Cellars, probably FEs. Settings. So you can do all your settings here. We'll go back to the menu. Brew house control. So that's pretty cool. So we'll I'm not going to even attempt to hang this thing by myself. It's just too heavy. So I have a friend coming over tonight. We'll get it hung up. I'll run to the store, get a couple cords so we can hook into the elements. I've been waiting to fire those elements. I haven't ever fired them. We still need to do some cleaning. So anyways, let me get out of the way. This is the beautiful part. So it's really nice. Everything's labeled. This is, I've had a couple different control panels by a couple different people. This is hands down, without a doubt, nicer than anything I've ever had. This is a beautiful setup. It was expensive, but you pay for quality. I mean, a lot of this stuff was probably unneeded or not necessary, but it's the way I wanted it. And he worked with me, and he was really great to work with. you know, setting up. I already have wire ran for my coil or my heating elements over there from the last setup, and I only ran 2 wire with ground. So he had to run a separate 110 because I couldn't pull 110, you know, 110 off the hot leg here. And then he worked with me getting everything in here. I mean, it takes special spacing to stay within code. All this stuff had to be spaced out the way it is. He worked with me doing the dual feeds. I mean, that's not a standard thing, the dual feeds, so I can pump in 100 amps, which I probably won't use very often, but it's there if I need it. So I'm pretty happy. He worked with me on getting a 7-inch screen. I mean, he was great to work with. If you guys are looking for a brew panel, he's reasonable. He was the cheapest professional brewery panel I could find too. So, and I mean, this thing is all quality. There's nothing. Oh, so that was just that little thing that fell out was just a little stopper clip on the other side of the. Goes right here on the other side. So. Alright guys, I've mumbled enough. This video is probably long enough. So, we'll be back here once I get this set up. It'll be in another video. Hope you guys like this. If you're looking for a brew panel, hit up Ryan at ebrewsupply.com. You guys are great to work with. He obviously does excellent work. And I don't think you guys will be disappointed if he makes you guys a panel. So thanks for joining me guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.